for us, to be participating in any track days or races locally, especially to grow the local motorsports, to grow our brand. It's all about racing. You can get the bike to ride on the road on the weekdays, and then you get race in the weekends. Definitely, at the rate Singamoto is going, I think for sure, it's a matter of time that Singamoto is going to go far. They already did the MUBA International Supermoto Cup last year, in December. Singamoto brought some of the riders over, to participate in the international racing scenes. It exposed our riders there. It's already a very big step forward. If you ask me, it's already gone international. We definitely have all the local talents. We can see that our riders are actually all very talented. It's just that we have limited resources. Hopefully, Singamoto one day will get to be the ones who are organizing races overseas. Personally, I would like to see more tracks. If not tracks, maybe spaces like the Tanah Merah Ferry Terminal one. Internationally, we hope that one day, our riders can go far beyond Southeast Asia, so that they can probably also enter like Moto3, Moto2, even MotoGP is possible. It's shown in Malaysia. A shout out to Mr. Khalid and Fazli, the frontman and the backbone of the Singamoto. Without them, I don't think we will be having an interview here. They put in a lot of hard work. Even if times are hard, I know they are doing their best. All their track days and races are fantastic. A shout out to all the riders who are racing this coming round 2. Do their best. Be safe, take care of one another, and also the family and supporters of the riders. Without them, this thing will not happen. Shout out to KF1. We appreciate their help, to bring in two wheels motorsports into their KF1 track. Follow us on our Facebook page, KTM Singapore.wheel, and also Singamoto SG for the latest updates and happenings.
The Liqui Moly team, we are very much looking forward to the Singamoto Race Series. There's no other race series happening around in Singapore. It's a very challenging thing to set up. So we take our hats off to the Singamoto guys. Local community really appreciates them organizing a race series. And it's a time where the Singaporean riders and the local community can get together. There wasn't a series that is stable or a series that is organized. Having the platform and having a proper controlled environment for the local community guys to race, I think that is very, very important. I hope this race series can be, bigger than the Singapore market, maybe in Malaysia, Indonesia. The Southeast Asian market for motorbike and for two wheels racing is very, very strong. A lot of talent is developed from there. So it will be great if Singamoto event can somehow, slowly grow, start from Singapore and then slowly expand to the region. I think in the future it will be interesting if we can somehow get of course, still have the local race categories and all that, but maybe have an open category where you have international racers to come in, international riders, because they bring a different perspective, they approach the line differently, they have a different level of experience. When you have more international riders coming in, then you can pull the whole standard up and everyone learn together and get better, that's all. Yeah. Firstly, to the participants, hopefully let's have a good, safe race throughout the entire year. We hope that your own personal level and standards improve as the year goes through. You're not just racing with people, but of course you're pushing yourself all the time. So we hope that you progress as the races progress. We want to shout out, of course, to the Singamoto organizing committee and also the Singamoto racers who are racing under the Liqui Moly umbrella. Bear Garage, who is also racing under the Liqui Moly umbrella, and Iron Horse Racing. So these are the three teams that Liqui Moly supports, but also as a whole, we're very happy to support the race series this year. And we hope that the participants really enjoy themselves and they grow. And also for the spectators, we hope that people, come, and we hope they come and watch the race. If they can come down on site to watch the race, that would be good, because then you inspire the next level of riders, the next level of racers. Bring your kids down, bring whoever you can down, bring your friends down, because who knows, maybe one of them suddenly click and then decide to join the next race, or maybe to join next year, or even just to join one of the track days that Singamoto is organizing. So you all have to start somewhere, and that will be very fun. Yeah. Liqui Moly is a German brand of engine oil, additives, sprays, and motorbike products. Everything from motorbike oil, scooter oil, gear oil, chain lube, chain cleaner, gloss spray wax, visor cleaner, helmet cleaner, anything that you need as a motorbike rider or racer, Liqui Moly has a product for that. And that's why I think we fit very well with the whole Singamoto racing series, because these are products that people will actually get to use and will find it useful as they race throughout the many races this year. Follow the official Singamoto Facebook page, the official Liqui Moly Singapore Facebook page. If you can't make it down for the event, that's where all the video clips will be posted, the summary, the photographs, they will all be shared on the Singamoto and Liqui Moly official Facebook pages. Something to look forward to throughout this year. And don't be shy. If you want to race, just sign up with the Singamoto guys. If you don't want to race, just join them for the track day. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Hassan Osman. My 2019 season race, so far I did well. I came in first for all rounds.
The race is awesome.
In my first race experience, I think the global race management, how to manage my stress.
Don't do illegal racing. Track day is good.
For 2020 season, I should lose weight.
Right, exposure and support. I think Singapore can work class rider, as there are a lot of riders today at the track day. So I think one of them can be one. My expectation is for Singamoto to continue to organize race for next year and find more young riders to compete in the Asia class.
My name is Kim Wai. I'm from Dirt Wheel. So as all of you have already known that we are the distributors of KTM and Husqvarna. So we have a wide range of bikes available for everyone. Be it you are just riding it on the road, be it you want to go to the track, we have every bike, for everyone. The 125s all the way up to the 1290s. As you can see behind me, we have riding jackets, we have boots, we have gloves, we have helmets, both for off-road, for road, for street, for track. So our merch covers every aspect of riding. Yes, for sure, we are very looking forward to all the Singamoto events, be it track days or races. We have been working very closely with Singamoto. We are very happy to work with the guys. The first one was actually Tanah Merah, in Tanah Merah Ferry Terminal, where we had the track day. It was very successful. We love it very much. And ever since then, we started to partner with Singamoto. Okay, for round one, we've seen a couple of good changes. A lot more bikes from the assortment class. We see a lot more KTM Duke 200s and 390s in the track, which we are very pleased with that. And overwhelming numbers. So we are actually very pleased with the results. For us, Dirt Wheel, because our brand motto, like you can see, is always ready to race. It only makes sense for us, to be participating in any track days or races locally, especially to grow the local motorsports, to grow our brand. It's all about racing. You can get the bike to ride on the road on the weekdays, and then you get race in the weekends. Definitely, at the rate Singamoto is going, I think for sure, it's a matter of time that Singamoto is going to go far. They already did the MUBA International Supermoto Cup last year, in December. Singamoto brought some of the riders over, to participate in the international racing scenes. It exposed our riders there. It's already a very big step forward. If you ask me, it's already gone international. We definitely have all the local talents. We can see that our riders are actually all very talented. It's just that we have limited resources. Yeah, hopefully, Singamoto one day will get to be the ones who are organizing races overseas. Personally, I would like to see more tracks. If not tracks, maybe spaces like the Tanah Merah Ferry Terminal one. Internationally, we hope that one day, our riders can go far beyond Southeast Asia, so that they can probably also enter like Moto3, Moto2, even MotoGP is possible. It's shown in Malaysia. A shout out to Mr. Khalid and Fazli, the frontman and the backbone of the Singamoto. Without them, I don't think we will be having an interview here. They put in a lot of hard work. Even if times are hard, I know they are doing their best. All their track days and races are fantastic. A shout out to all the riders who are racing this coming round 2. Do their best. Be safe, take care of one another, and also the family and supporters of the riders. Without them, this thing will not happen. Shout out to KF1. We appreciate their help, to bring in two wheels motorsports into their KF1 track. Follow us on our Facebook page, KTM Singapore Dirt Wheel, and also Singamoto SG for the latest updates and happenings.
The Liquid Moly team, we are very much looking forward to the Singamoto race series. There's no other race series happening around in Singapore. It's a very challenging thing to set up. So we take our hats off to the Singamoto guys. Local community really appreciates them organizing a race series. And it's a time where the Singaporean riders and the local community can get together. There wasn't a series that is stable or a series that is organized. Having the platform and having a proper controlled environment for the local community guys to race, I think that is very, very important. I hope this race series can be, bigger than the Singapore market, maybe in Malaysia, Indonesia. The Southeast Asian market for motorbike and for two wheels racing is very, very strong. A lot of talent is developed from there. So it will be great if Singamoto event can somehow, slowly grow, start from Singapore and then slowly expand to the region. I think in the future it will be interesting if we can somehow get of course, still have the local race categories and all that, but maybe have an open category where you have international racers to come in, international riders, because they bring a different perspective, they approach the line differently, they have a different level of experience. When you have more international riders coming in, then you can pull the whole standard up and everyone learn together and get better lah. That's all. Yeah. Firstly, to the participants, hopefully let's have a good, safe race throughout the entire year. We hope that your own personal level and standards improve as the year goes through. You're not just racing with people, but of course you're pushing yourself all the time. So we hope that you progress as the races progress. We want to shout out, of course, to the Singamoto organizing committee and also the Singamoto racers who are racing under the Liquid Moly umbrella. Bear Garage, who is also racing under the Liquid Moly umbrella, and Iron
So welcome back for the final time this weekend to the 2021 Singamoto National Championships Round 3. We're about to see the race to bring a climax to our weekend of top-class motorsport. It's the Class 1 and Class 2s combining, the elites and the experts standing by for a 15-lap battle. Here is the grid. P1, Jazil. P2, Arsiad. P3, Hazroy. P4, Rasiadi. P5, Mirza. P6, Hyderul. P7, Raiden Alfendi. P8 is Abdul Rahman. P9 is Reiko Chai. P10 is Aleph. P11, Andin Yorisno. P12 is Hidiat. And P13, Ahmad Kadir. So in the context of the two separate classes, obviously the front four on the grid, all Class 1. The top ranked Class 2 rider from qualifying with a time of 50.770, Mohammed Mirza bin Sa'nawi. Closely followed with a 51.399 by Noor Hyderul bin Mohammed Zain. So the riders come out, they'll have a sight lap, 2 warm-up laps, and then there'll be 15 laps of top-class action. The battle between Jazil and Arshad could potentially be one to savour. If it's half as good as the battle we saw for the top 3 between Abdul Fattah, Hakim and Hisham in the Class 3 Supermoto Intermediates, it'll be an absolute classic. Stand by. Last race of the weekend on the way. So the 13 riders forming up, having had their sighting lap, now time to form up for the 2 warm-up laps, where of course at times they will lose track position, but will realign in their correct qualifying positions. P1 is Jazil, he's got the black helmet. P2 Arshad with the white, red and blue helmet. You'll see P1 in that black on the right hand side of your screen. Next to him is Arshad. So the stewards just checking that everything's in place, just bringing forward, I think that was Hidiat just being brought forward a place. At this top level, everything being done correctly. The Motorsport Singapore and the head of Singamoto, Carl, lining up for the photographs and the thumbs up before the race. Our thanks to Motorsport Singapore for their assistance and sanctioning of this event. Venue partner KF1, presenting partner MF11 Familia, exclusive partners Liqui Moly Singapore and Oakley Singapore. Supported by Tachyon Motor, Bears Garage, Dr. Helmet, Sims Works, Bocco Tools, K&H Services, and our official media partners, Equati Productions and WSM Photo Technique. Official design, classic artwork and chalkboard. Don't forget to join Singamoto for $550 a year, $275 if you're under 16. 13 then, the best of the best in Singapore. 2 warm-up laps and then 15 laps with the eyes on the prize of 25 points in both classes for first place. And away they go, and it was very quick and a wheelie to boot. I think that was Hasroy that made a very elaborate departure. As they are really revved up now. Last but by no means least to depart from the line, Ahmed Kadir bin Jamil. So as always, we'll do our best to follow them. I'll be keeping you up to date with the positioning round the track, even if we won't be able to obviously show you all the riders at the same time. But we're expecting a battle royale up front between Jazil and Arshad. The numbers you need to know: Jazil, number 16, Arshad, number 28, Hasroy, 77, Akil, 12, Mirza, 27, Haidarul, 813, Raiden, 74, Abdul Rahman, 19, Reiko Chai, 299, Muhammad Alif, 33, Hidiat, 75, Ahmed Kadir, 75, and a do not start notice next to Andin Yurisno Muliadi. So we're down to 12. Andin Yurisno Muliadi does not start. It will take less than 15 minutes to win the prize here. We're expecting these boys to click an average lap time of around about 50-51 seconds. So do the math, times that by 15, it's less than 15 minutes. Probably around about the 12 to 13 minute mark. An exhilarating day. Congratulations to all our winners today so far. We've already seen the Class 5 taken out by Feroz, Class 4 by Al Hakim, and the Class 3 in thrilling fashion by Abdul Fattah. Now just 2 champions to crown, the Class 2, Class 1. The experts and the elites about to do battle. So there is the view the riders are going to get when they come in to the lane to form up for the final time. Lots of tension out on the track as the night has fallen in. The floodlights light up this glorious KF1 Kranji circuit beautifully. Jazil P1, Arshad P2, Hasroy P3, Akil P4, Mirza P5, Haidarul P6, Raiden P7, Abdul Rahman P8, Reiko Chai P9, Muhammad Alif P10, Hidiat P11, Kadir P12, and Yurisno does not start. So there are 12 of them. The dash for the 25-point haul. The riders to keep an eye out at the top of the fares: Jazil, number 16, Arshad, 28 in Class 1, and in Class 2, Mirza, 27, and Noor Haidarul, 813. Green flag at the back, the red flag will be dropped, and we will be good to go. Now, how's the start going to be on the right-hand side of your screen? Jazil is off to a fair start, but he might be taken on the inside early. It's a big move by Hasroy right out of the gate, and can he maintain it around the first couple of bends? He had the inside line around the first bend. Has he held up as they come back into vision over on that far side? The answer is I think he has. So Hasroy at a shot leads Arshad. Jazil down to third. The man that was on pole with 54 seconds in the bank is now down to third. Hazroy leads Arshad, Jazil third, Akil fourth, Braden fifth, Rahman sixth, Mirza seventh, Hadarul 8th, Alif 9th, Reiko Chai 10th, Kadir 11th, and Hidayat dropped down to basement status off the start. What a start this is by Hazroy. Really serving it up to the two favourite runners. And he's got a good couple of bikes length lead over Arshad in second, Jazil in third, 50.61. So they'll have to be better than that pace-wise, because Arshad and Jazil will be able to pick up the pace. Their concern, of course, is getting tied up in a battle with each other and letting Hazroy go clear. Hazroy still maintaining on the pace. Arshad right on his back now, and just behind them Jazil in third. This 1, 2, 3 battle is going to be gripping for at least the next 4 or 5 laps, I fancy. And as they come back into view in the parallel straight, still Hazroy after that brilliant start leads Arshad. Jazil only third. No quarter asked, no quarter given. And the man that's picked up a third and fourth placing in the first 2 rounds currently is in possession of the 25th. Points that are up for grabs here. The only problem he's got is there are still 12 more laps to go. Oh, he took a wide course there. I'm interested to see if Hazroy has held on. He has, but he went very wide in that turn out of the straight. Hazroy with Jazil pursuing Arshad in second. But Hazroy at the moment looking comfortable enough. Now, are they going to get into 49-second territory? Arshad and Jazil, because they're going to need to now to reel this man in. Well, he's looking relatively comfortable at this stage. The problem for Arshad is he's got Jazil to worry about behind him, but Jazil lost his back wheel there momentarily. There was a slip from Jazil. It didn't do him too much damage, but he's dropped off just a little bit from the front two. As they come into view again, Hazroy still leading, going from P3 to P1 at the start. Still Hazroy, Arshad, Jazil, Akil, Raiden, Abdulrahman, Mirza, Haidarul, Hidayat, Reiko Chai, Alif, Kadir, and there is no start for Andin. There is no Miliadi, unfortunately. But Hazroy still a bike and a half length in front here. He's looking rather comfortable, I must say, and crucially, him being at the head of affairs has stopped Arshad and Jazil's real pace. They're both failing at the moment to get inside 50 seconds, which is what they're going to have to do from here on out, you fancy, to take this race. And Hazroy, if anything, going further clear out of that exit. Hazroy, look at this, he's stretching clear. What a drive this is from Hazroy through the first 5 laps of the race. He's got a half a second lead now to Arshad in second. Jazil a further 0.4 of a second back in third. And at the moment, Hazroy just needs to keep riding in a mistake-free manner, and he may well just pull this shock off. Hazroy with his lead now out to half a second. And the advantage he's got is the pressure that Arshad's feeling from Jazil. No doubt about that. Oh, his leg went up in the air around that corner. He needs to keep his cool. It's allowed Arshad to get closer as we approach the third waypoint in this race. He's showing great speed over that corner. He might still be half a second in front, you know, as they turn into the home straight with 9 laps to fly here. And still, Hazroy leads Arshad. The gap that is now down to 0.3 of a second. Over half a second behind them is Jazil in third. Then Akil, Raiden, Abdulrahman, Mirza, Haidarul, Hidayat, Reiko Chai, Muhammad Alif, Kadir. That's the dozen, the dirty dozen that took to the tapes in this Class 1, Class 2 Expert Elite Supermoto finale to a stunning weekend here at the Singamoto National Championships Round 3. Well, Hazroy still looking comfortable. The issue he's got, though, is he might be about to ride into traffic. He's right up the backside of that tail ender, Ahmad Kadir now. And is Ahmad Kadir inadvertently going to have an effect on this? He's entitled to let them pass. Is that going to open the window up for Arshad? Still Hazroy leads. Arshad second. Jazil only third. Traffic is going to be the issue. There's Haidarul with Mirza in the battle for 7th and 8th. on lap number 7. Hazroy still comfortable, still with at least 0.3 of a second lead over Arshad. Jazil has dropped right off them. Jazil is now a further half a second back in third, just picking up the pace back there, Jazil, but there's been no sign of these sub 50-second laps that we know Arshad and Jazil are capable of, and that's because Hazroy is doing a brilliant job of defending the lead. He won quite brilliantly off a fast start. He goes wide into the entry into the home straight. It gives Arshad half a sniff. Arshad just can't get close enough to try and manoeuvre to pass, and we're approaching the halfway mark of the race. Hazroy leading Arshad, Jazil, Rishiadi, Raiden, Abdurrahman, Mirza, Haidarul, Hidayat, Reiko Chai, Alif and Kabir. He's getting closer, he's edging closer now. Hazroy still leading Arshad, but the gap is down to 0.2 of a second. There's a further 0.6 back to Jazil in third. Can Arshad pull off a manoeuvre to get past Hazroy in the 7 laps that remain? We're about to find out live on the Singamoto social media channels. Hazroy still maintaining brilliantly. Jazil cannot find his race pace at the moment. No sign of a sub 50-second lap for him. There's a sub 50-second lap for Arshad, 49.850. He is closing, but it was a sub 50-second lap as well for Hazroy, 49.939 in an electric finale here. Nothing between the top 3. Can Hazroy hold out in the 6 laps that remain? Well, of course, most of the races he's seen so far, with the exception of the intermediate and our last race yesterday, over 10 and 12 laps. So the final 3 laps, really championship laps, as Arshad drops pace there. His last lap time outside the 50-second mark, and it was the fastest lap of the race so far for Hazroy in front, 59.939. Hazroy trying to go round him is Arshad again, as we'll pick up the leaders very shortly. There's a glimpse at some of the battles going on behind. For the minor places, there was a sign to the pit lane there. I think one of those riders isn't very happy. That's Hyrule. That was the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Let's get back with the leaders though. And there they are. Hazroy leading Arshad. Jazil in third, and he's not having any joy at the moment, Arshad, and he's only going to have 5 laps left to eradicate a lead of now back to over 0.3 of a second. He closes well at that corner, but coming out into the straight parallel to the home straight, it's still Hazroy leading Rashidi. Jazil in third, Akil in 4th, Raiden Alfendi in 5th, Abu Rahman in 6th, Mirza in 7th, Haidarul in 8th, Hidayat in 9th, Reiko Chai in 10th, Alif in 11th, and Kadir in 12th. Now, round that bend, now what happened there? Did Jazil make a move on Arshad? Not entirely clear what happened there. There was certainly some movement amongst the front 3. Now, is there a problem? Hazroy still leading. So Hazroy now with a half-second advantage. If anything, he's extending that lead now. He's completely nullified the race pace of Jazil for the first time in the race. Records a sub 50-second lap on 49.922. But it's still Hazroy. Arshad can't get any closer, and dropping right off now, a second behind them is Jazil in third. Final 4 laps of the race. Oh, he's gone wide. Still just about held it, but he's really attacking now. Jazil with a 49.814, the fastest lap of the race, and he's all out attacking now. Can Hazroy hold on? He's got 3-minute laps to last, but Jazil is all over the back of him now. Jazil overtaking Arshad. There was a problem for Arshad, I think, when he went past the home straight. He signalled to the pit lane, and it's now down to a 2-bike war between Hazroy, who leads Jazil, the championship leader. Arshad is out of it and trying to cling on to 3rd place, but he's got a big buffer to do that. The big question now, can Hazroy hold on from Jazil in the remaining 3 laps? So with 3 laps to go, it's still Hazroy Jazil. There's definitely an issue for Arshad. His pace, while not disastrous, has dropped off. And it's going to be 3 laps of non-stop defence from Hazroy as he tries to fend off Jazil, who is throwing everything at him. Hazroy with Jazza going inside, going outside. There's the look back for the battle for 5th and 6th. But the action is up top as Hazroy leads by just under half a second to Jazzle, who looks much closer in real time. As we pick up the leaders inside their final 3 laps. Well, there was a glimpse, I think, of Mirza going through your shot there. Let's try and pick up the leaders again if we can. Hazroy still leading, 0.4 of a second, dropping right off now. Arshad, something's got to miss there. It's a half-second break with just 2 laps to go for Mohammed Hazroy. Pete Osman to pull off a stunning victory after a start that saw him overtake both Jazil and Arshad. But look at Jazil coming in again. He's trying to cling on Hazroy. Jazil trying absolutely everything. He's got the pace, but has he got the space to pass? At this stage, it looks like not. Hazroy, that's the straight parallel to the home straight, 4 more corners, and they'll just have 1 lap to go. Hazroy still half a second in front. It's that 3rd sector where Jazil gets close, but he's not managed to pass yet. And as Hazroy seen off the challenge of Jazil, he's certainly seen off the challenge of Arshad. He's a remote 3rd now. Akel in 4th, Raiden in 5th, Abdul Rahman in 6th, Mirza in 7th, Hadawin in 8th, Vidiyat in 9, Arif in 10, Rico Choi in 11, and Kadir in 12. Oh, what's happened there? What has happened there? I think we had a back marker. Or was it not? I think Hazroy. Well, I'm trying to pick up what's happened here. Difficult to see. I think there was an incident. Waiting to see what happens as they come round to take the checkered flag. Is that Jazil in the lead? Or is it Hazroy? I think it's Jazil. Jazil has done the manoeuvre in the last lap to streak clear of Hazroy. In the 15th and last lap, they'll come into the straight. The yellow flags are out as well. Checkered flag, and it's a win with a huge wheelie from Mohammed Jazil bin Jaremi. He passed Hazroy on the very last lap. Arshad for 3rd, Akhil for 4th. And we'll wait to see the others trail behind the wake of a stunning ride from Mohammed Jazil bin Jaremi. He got overtaken at the start, and it was only on the 15th and final lap he managed to pass Hazroy. Akhil confirmed as 5th, Abdul Rahman 6th, Mirza 7th, Hadawal 8th, Hidayat 9, Alif 10, Rico Chai 11th, and Ahmed Kadir 12th. And the winner of the Class 2 category, congratulations, Raiden Mohammed Al-Fendi. He takes the 25 points in Class 2. But what a ride. Mohammed Jazil bin Jaremi, he passes Hazroy on the final lap, who has to settle for 2nd. Arshad making up the podium places. So stay with us after that stunning race. We'll interview the podium getters and then bring the curtain down on a wonderful weekend of motorsport here at the 2021 Singamoto National Championships, Round 3. have a quick word with Hallerall. Before the podium places could get ready for the interview, Hallerall just making sure he's got his leathers on and the mask on as well. Well, what a race that was. Congratulations to Jazil, who did that incredible manoeuvre to pass Hazroy with less than 400 metres to go. Incredible stuff. Here's Hallerall. We'll rush through these interviews now. They're getting quite late in the day. Good ride, Hallerall. How did you find it, bro? We were obviously absorbed with the battle at the top, but it was quite competitive amongst the class 230. You're happy with the third place?
I'm very happy with the place because I think
and for those people watching who want to get involved in Singamoto, when you're riding in those races, the best of the best, does it make the adrenaline pump even more? I mean, is it really nerve-wracking? Does the adrenaline really race when you're out there with other riders that are so good, particularly, of course, the elite riders? Well done, bro. Congratulations. I'll get you on the podium. Surely that's Hallerall, third place in the expert category. Now, where's Mirza? Mirza was second in the expert category. And again, Mirza, I'm just going to do my maths here. Where are you, Mirza? You weren't too far off. Alfendi just got the better of you. You just disappointed. It was like 4 seconds, was it, between the two of you?
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm happy to take second. I'm going for...
Okay, so in the overall context, a safe journey round, and you'll take the 20 points.
Yep.
Okay, bro. Congratulations. Well done. Good work, Mirza. Now, where's Alfendi? Because when we concentrated on the... Right, this man is going to be top of the podium for the class 2. It looked like a great race to ride in. How did it feel for you?
I'm speechless. Too tired to think. But I try to catch up with the elite guys. We need to follow in the back track of Akil. And I think can be better. So yeah, I really enjoyed this race.
Do you enjoy the obviously we had the intermediates racing over 12 laps before. All the other races have been 10 bar 1. Those extra 3 laps, as we saw with the way Jazzo managed to grab victory, does it make a real difference, those extra 3 laps?
Yeah, it's a lot of difference. But I think I need to. So I think I need to get a good takeoff. That means a good privilege to be at the front pass. So yeah.
Well done, bro. Congratulations to get you on the podium shortly. That's our top 3 in the experts. Now let's get the top 3 in the elites. Firstly, where's Arshad? Because there's a couple of stories to tell in this race. Arshad, where are you, bro? He's coming, I think. Arshad finishing 3rd with a podium finish behind Hazroy and Jazil. So Arshad, you need to tell us, bro, because obviously with our camera angle, sometimes difficult to pick up. For a while it looked like you would be the one to reel in Hazroy, but it wasn't to be. What happened that saw you drop off the pace? Was there an issue with the bike?
Yeah, I thought I could keep up the pace, but yeah, I had problems with the brake. So in the first turn it was very scary for me. The brake completely went, so yeah, I went like gone. So I had to, yeah, there was a big mistake. Yeah, that's about it. The race, yeah. So I felt like, maybe I could have gotten a win, but yeah, not luck was on our side.
Fortunate as well, you just wanted to keep upright, see if you get 3rd placing in the end, yeah?
So yeah, I'm happy. We got to look at the big picture. These points are very, precious. So yeah.
Okay, bro, and just to check, what brand of sunglasses are they?
Very good.
Standard Oakley Singapore supporters of Singamoto. Well done to Arshad. Now Hazroy. Heartbreak for Hazroy. He was in front till 400 metres from the line, bro. What a start that was, and some brilliant defensive riding. You drove Jazil and Arshad both crazy. Did you think you were going to have enough to hold on? Because what happened, we didn't actually get to see it on camera. What happened? Did you make a mistake and Jazil capitalised in that last lap?
So they had a good start. So I did a slight mistake on the last lap. I didn't hold the line tight enough, so that's where then.
And when you're riding against someone of Jazil's quality, you know one mistake is all it takes. But 400 metres from victory, but your defensive riding, you really frustrated them. They weren't 49-second lap purely because you were frustrated, and so no shame in defeat at all, bro. You finished second, well done. And that's Hasroy, runners up on the elite, but the overall winner, the man that will sit atop of the podium in the highest class of them all. Let's hear it for Jazil. What a victory that was. Now, Jazil, we've seen some top riders botch the start today. To be fair to you, I don't think it was such a thing as a bad start by you as it was a brilliant start by Hasroy. You had to sit patient in third for half the race, but once you got behind him, did you always think you were going to have enough speed to pass Hasroy in that final lap?
I had a mistake on the whole shot, so my only chance to overtake them is on the turn 3. So I overtake both of them at turn 3, so I managed to get first place.
Brilliant stuff, smile to prove it as well. Good work. There are our podium finishers. Now let's bring the curtain down with our presentation party. Firstly, for the experts, in 5th place, it's Alif. Just confirming I've got that right. Alif in 5th, I think. Well done to Alif. Up you come, Ro, with your mask, please. So Alif in 5th place in the experts. In 4th place, great ride by Hidiat, who had problems but still managed to finish 4th. No, Hidiat. Bin Mohammed Noor, where are you, Hidiat? Get the last one, bro, and get presentation area. Hidiat finishing in 4th place. Can all the riders please have their masks on, ready for the presentation? He's getting his sponsor shirt on, I think, quite right too. All the people that do great work supporting Singamoto and motorsport in Singapore. Now, where's that face mask? While we wait for Hidiat, let's get Hyderul, 3rd place up. Hyderul, are you here, bro? Hyderul comes up to take 3rd. In 2nd place, it's Mirza. Mirza comes up to 2nd. And last but by no means least, a great ride to win the Class 2 Supermoto Expert category in round 3, Alpendi. There are your front 5. Hands to be sanitised and then prizes to be dished out. So 5th place goes to Alif. Congratulations, Alif. Big weekend for both Alif and this man, Hidiat, with a great ride to get 4th despite having some problems in qualifying. Hyderul for 3rd, bike 813, bike 27, Mirza for 2nd, and your expert, Class 2 Supermoto, round 3 champion, Alpendi. Well done, guys. Congratulations, they'll pose as some photographs and then we'll get our Elite 3 up.
Ayah, gambar ayah. Ayah.
Oh, ayah. Boleh.
Well done, boys. Now it's time to welcome our top 3 podium getters from the elite class. First, finishing 3rd, number 28, Arshad. Arshad coming up to take his place in 3rd on the podium. And so Arshad to the podium, there he is. Great weekend of riding for Arshad. He looks shattered. You'll sleep well tonight, Arshad. Won't have any problems falling asleep. 2nd spot with a great attempt to make all from the front after a brilliant start. Bike 77, Hasroy. Well done, Hasroy. Stunning defensive riding from the front. But he found one man too good. Taking the lead in the final lap to take the 25 points and sit at top of the podium at round 3 at the Class 1 elite level in Singamoto. It is Jazil. Well done, Jazil. 3 of the very best that Singapore Motorsport has got to offer on the podium. 3rd place, once again, going to Arshad. He'll get his trophy to take home. 2nd spot going to Hasroy. And the biggest trophy of them all, to your winner of the elite, Jazil. Congratulations, guys. And now's a good opportunity to mention all our winners over the last 2 days. Afi, Ryan, Akil, Osman, Ridwan, Amaral, Jazil, of course, winning his 2nd title tonight. Feroz, Al-Kamim, Abdul Fattah, Alpendi, and not forgetting, of course, Jazil, who rode away with the elite class. And before I sign off, to keep Carl happy. I'll mention all our great sponsors. Thanks very much indeed to Motorsport Singapore for sanctioning this event. Our venue partner at KF1, MF11 for our presenting partner, Liqui Singapore, Liqui Modding Singapore, Oakley Singapore, of course, all the riders have got the Oakley sunglasses on, looking very cool. Tachyon Motor, Bears Damage, Dr. Helmet, Sims Works, Boxo Tools, KLH Services, Zekwani Productions, WSM Photo Techniques, and great photographs on the Singamoto social media channels to take a look at, and also classic artwork and chalkboard, our partners. Don't forget, you can be part of Singamoto for just $550 a year, $275 if you're under 16, and stand by and keep an eye out for the announcements for when round 4 will be. There's a full calendar available on the Singamoto website, but for all the team here who've worked so hard, the volunteers, the Motorsport Singapore people, and all of Carl's team at Singamoto, and the production team who brought you these pictures, stay safe, and we'll see you later in the year for round 4.